Hey guys, Coach Kelsey here, your average Iron Mom, and I don't usually do big long videos anymore, and this won't be too long, but I did want to share with you our program that we're kicking off this summer. This Be Elefit Healthy Lifestyle course is a culmination of all of the years, over 15 years of me being in the fitness profession, and then my whole lifetime I've been interested in fitness. And the reason behind it isn't necessarily what you would think. I like to exercise. I've always been into sports. I've done Ironman, so being in shape, is a good thing. It's important to me. But the reason behind it is more disease prevention and just knowing from a very young age, I would read, fitness magazines and just learning in school, human physiology, just knowing that there are a lot of lifestyle alterations that you can make to help prevent or cure disease. It's just a fact. A lot of the diseases that we have, yeah, they can be hereditary, but you can definitely prevent things like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, dementia, even maybe all of these different things through diet, exercise, stress reduction, lifestyle habits. And so my entire business, Trunk Trainers, is about educating people in ways that they can help reduce the risk of all of these diseases so they can live long, happy lives. My goal is to be a centurion. I want to be 100, and live well and really enjoy my life, not miss it for, not being able to get around or having some premature illness or disease. And the reason it's concerning to me, I have a family history myself. My mom's had breast cancer. My grandma died from colon cancer and also had ovarian cancer, rheumatoid arthritis. My other grandmother has had heart issues, diabetes. So the writing's on the wall that something can happen to me. I don't take for granted that I'm going to be in the safe zone. Even being 35 years old, if you start early, I think it stems all the way from childhood. We're messing with our nutrition when we're babies and little kids because it's fun to go get ice cream. There's a time and a place, but and it's really hard to switch the culture and switch the mindset. So I'm trying to do my part to try and make it as easy as possible with our whole community at Trunk Trainers to be Elefit. That's our brand, our healthy lifestyle. So the time is now. The time is now, because even for me growing up, I used to have, ice cream every night for dinner. Pizza is my favorite food. I'm not going to deny that. It's still my favorite food. And I took for granted that I would exercise. I was active, but I wasn't necessarily fueling myself in the proper way. I love to sleep, but now having kids, it's almost impossible running a business having kids. You don't get as much rest as you need to. And especially this last month, I've been a little bit short-staffed at work, letting some trainers go on vacation, which is absolutely necessary. It's part of the annual breakaway. It's part of our whole program. What am I going to do but to kind of compensate and make up for it? And we work really hard to fulfill for our members. So it's been super fun, and I have been doing what I love to do, which is coaching, with the group sessions and personal training and everything. But I haven't spent as much time on myself. And then I'm actually starting to feel it for the first time. What I was afraid would happen, I'm starting to feel some rheumatoid arthritis in my hands. Can't get my ring on this last couple of months, and I'm actually having some joint issues now in my hands. So I know if I ate better and not just rushing, throwing things together, if I eat regularly, throughout the day, anti-inflammatory foods, drink lots of water, staying hydrated. I am notorious for not drinking enough water. If I exercise, which I haven't been doing enough of my exercise, I'm not signed up for a race. That's what it takes for me to do it. So it's signing up for something so I fulfill. I know, I'm active. I'm still moving in class, getting my 10,000 steps in. That's what happens when you get up at, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning and you don't stop until 7:30 at night. Then I crash with my kids, So in order to get back on track, the best way to do it is to teach it. And so here I am teaching it. And so we have a whole 12-week program, our Be Elefit program. So the 4 pillars of our Be Elefit, so that we can get our lives on track. You have a plan, you have a system, you have accountability and a coach, and then you tell people about it so that you fulfill and you do it yourself. Number 1 is to exercise an hour a day in ways you enjoy. You got to move your body. So many different, systems engage when you exercise. Your hormones are all regulated properly. Your mood is elevated. You're literally releasing hormones that make you feel better. So if you're depressed, you're staying at home, you don't feel like doing it, you're tired, go and just start going for a walk. Whatever it takes, go up and down the stairs at your house. Just get your body moving. You will feel better after a few minutes. And then the confidence and the excitement that you actually did your workout like you're supposed to. So that's important. And then if you even on top of it have a goal that you're shooting for, whether it's a weight loss goal, whether it is fulfilling a race, a time, whatever, or just, showing up every day at the gym, whatever it is, if you can fulfill that goal, then it's pretty exciting. So the second pillar of our Be Elefit program is to eat whole food plant-based. So you don't have to go vegan, although that's not a bad idea, but you would need to be a whole food vegan. So if you eat foods that are minimally processed, okay, they come from nature. So instead of having applesauce, you have an apple, that will be ideal, right? Versus apple juice, which is not ideal, super processed. Even if you are like going to cut out dairy and you're going for a dairy substitute, like almond milk is great, but the one in the box at the store has a bunch of junk in it. So make it in a Vitamix, put your water in your almonds, soak them, and then blend them all up and strain it. And then there's your almond milk. That's going to be more whole food. Ideal, right? Who has time for that? It's true, but at the same time, I've done this 8 months when Evan was just a little baby, was training for Honu, I was still nursing him. I did whole food plant-based when I had a little more energy. We didn't have the bottom unit yet here at Trunk Trainers, or a whole training membership, and all of the trainers on board. I had a little bit more time, so I would make all my food. I make salad dressings. I actually would do balsamic vinegar because it's low calorie, try not to do oil, lemon juice, and seeds. Seeds flavor things beautifully. You don't need fats and a lot of sweeteners or anything like that. So that's the second part, whole food, plant-based. The third part is rest until you're recovered. So that means putting your stress in check, having a recovery plan, getting to bed on time at night, not worrying over things that you can't control. If there are major things happening in your life, dealing with it, and having a good perspective, keeping your 2 feet on the ground, and seeing what is important to you, and having realistic goals for yourself in your future. So stress reduction, rest until you're recovered. Okay, so we call that forget about it. So we got our 4 F's of fitness. And then our last one is to put your family first. So building relationships and having regular communication cycles to keep your family close, or whoever it is that you consider family. So the secret underlying F of them all. So we got our fitness, we got our food, we got our forget about it, right? Stress reduction and recovering. And then we've got our family first. And the underlying last component is finances, so you got to get your finances straight sometimes. So that the other 4 pillars, that's our little silent secret thing that we like to work on, our silent F. And so we have friends with 101 Financial, and we can just help with basic like budgeting and looking over your finances, because you don't want money to be the reason that you can't live the life that you want. People out there have it, so you can have it too. You just got to figure it out, and you can't shy away from it, because that is going to lead to a lot of stress sometimes. And if you have stress and everything else is perfect with your nutrition and your exercise and hanging out with family, if you're totally stressed and you can't sleep at night, or you have all of these hormones going all the time, then it's not going to help your overall wellness either. Okay, so we have our program. I have a 12-week program. If you wanted to jump in and tackle all of these things, a whole system to get you organized with support and backup from me. So I've got my program started here for the summer. Be Elefit, Healthy Lifestyle, 90-day transformation, 12-week program. So we have that, but we also can just get you started with just exercise, right? You just need a place to go. Or even if you just want to talk, have a consultation, just get some advice from somebody who's been there. It's hard. It's hard to make a change. Once you jump in and you say that you need help, then you have to do something about it. But if you're ready to do something about it and you need that help, then we bridge that gap from thinking about it to actually taking action, because without action, you're not going to be able to actually change. I'm not going to be able to get rid of my inflammation that is in my hands. I know that I can keep it at bay for a lot longer than 35 years old if I just take care of myself better. So I struggle and strive just like you every single day to balance it out. So after today, my trainer's back from vacation. Hooray, hallelujah. So I'm going to go down and do a run in Nelha. I just saw that Portland Marathon is reopening their race. They closed it last year for some complicated stuff, but October they're going to get it back up again. That's my favorite time to go back for my breakaway. So I'm planning my life out. If you want help planning your life out, then make an appointment with me. You can click on the link below. My 12-week program is pretty intensive, but it's very fun and simple, and it helps the whole family change, to get a little control on a spiral if it's going out of control right now, and you know that you can do it. You just need that guidance and support. So you can click on the link to schedule an interview. Everybody has to go through an application process to see if you're ready to actually do this, because I want to help people who are ready to change. If you're not really ready, you just kind of know your doctor said you should do something, but you really don't want to, but it's not going to work. Okay, you have to be ready. So if you're ready, then I can get you started to make a change, even if it is just giving you advice to go, use your gym membership that you're not using somewhere else. That's fine. If you have personal training sessions left, even with us here, come back and use them. We don't care. We just want you to be fit. Everybody to have their body composition in proper numbers. We're actually doing an open house this weekend. So I'm going to be here from 4:45 a.m. until 2 o'clock on the 1st, so on June 1st. But if you want to make an appointment any other time to just check your, get a fit check, so just get your body stats checked and see if you are in healthy ranges. We want to make sure that your body fat is in a healthy range, your muscle mass is high enough that your metabolism is running, and your visceral fat is in a proper range, so it's preventing your heart disease and those kinds of things. Or if you just need mood regulation, and you need that support to keep yourself positive every day, and you just need somebody who is watching you, then give us a call. That's what we specialize in. We specialize in families. We specialize prenatal, postpartum, seniors, injuries. We are the fitness professionals on this island. So we would love to help you. Okay. If you just want to be part of our fun crew, it's super fun here. We all get along really well. There's no expectations, no judgment. We just want you to do what it is that's going to get you to that happy place in your life. Okay. At least to be content, to take care of yourself and take action and do something so that you just feel better, that you're working on these processes to make everything smooth in your life. Okay. So if you have any questions, let us know. You can come drop by for our open house on Saturday. We're doing fit checks all week too, so make an appointment for that. And we would love to meet you. I would love to help you tackle those things that you want in life. I'm going to tackle Portland Marathon. I think that's the next thing on my bucket list, to go do that again. I've done it twice before, and that is just my favorite thing to do in the fall, to go back home, go to the pumpkin patch, take my boys with me, and so I'm going to go down to Nelha and go do a run, something I haven't done forever. Got the family support back home, just said go do it. Okay, so I'm going to bust out my 4 months to a 4-hour marathon, and maybe we can break 4 hours, because starting on June 6th, it will be 4 months. Perfect timing. Okay, so you find that fitness goal, you ask for help if you need it, and we'll see you on the other side. Aloha.